Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 2 of Let's Try Monster Hunter Rise. Made by Capcom and published by Capcom. Definitely one of the Capcom series or likenesses that I mess with the most. Up there with Dragon's Dogma. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Last episode, we made our characters, which included a canine and a feline. Daisykins and Mr. Schmickens, respectively. Very cool. And today we're going to, we have a long sword, so I guess that's what we start with. Whoa. Who turned my headphones up? All right. Mr. Schmickens is a healer, and I guess Daisykins is a whatever the buddy does. But anywho, let's get into it. Okay, so there's our trio. What, where are we doing? Fugen the Elder? Okay. Sign up at the Gathering Hub. Right, okay, that's what we're doing, so let's... Hello? Umbrella Merchant Hinami.
Hello there.
Here comes the rampage. Oh no, what are we gonna do? It's almost upon the village. That's when I'll run to the gate, slam them shut, and hit the lock. And then I'll say, try getting in now, suckers. Oh, Elzarion. I was just practicing what I'd do if the rampage came. You know, running through the steps and stuff. Let's talk later, okay? Alright. I guess we're not meant to talk to you yet. Alright, hello. Wow, nice, canine you have there. Okay, that was the buddy room in those trees there. Gathering Hub would be down this way. Hello, kitty. Hello, little girl. Hello. Oh, kind of busy. I think this was the Gathering Hub. So far, the graphics seem to be okay. In terms of my laptop running them. Ah, here we go. Let's see what combat's like, though.
This is Master Hojo.
Well, hello there, Elzarion. You sure took forever to get here. I thought I was gonna croak. You are probably well aware that I, Hojo, am the guild master of this exceptional Gathering Hub. What's that? Your guild registration? Oh, yes. Well, I was getting to it. Before you interrupted me. Had you let me finish, I would have told you that we no longer do things that way. Get with it, young hunter. Yo-ho-ho-ho. No test to take or papers to stamp. Just my okay, and you're on your way. And with that, you are now officially a hunter. And not just any hunter, no. A hunter of Chimera Village. Accept a quest from our dearest Minoto and go hunt some monsters. Yo-ho-ho-ho-ho. About that, as much as I'd like to, I have to get this report about the rampage ready for the guild. I'm terribly sorry, but could you talk to Hinoa first so she can explain quests to you? Yo, Ace. I just overheard the gnarly news. Awesome. Before you run off to see Hinoa, pop over here for a sec. I gotta check you out in your new threads. Okay. Chest on display. It is an item box.
Hey!
Hello.
Good to see you.
Looking good, Ace. Congrats on becoming a hunter. All that hard work finally paid off. I'm really happy for you. Oh, and before I forget, I gotta tell you about the action bar.
Sure thing.
The action bar lets you pull off all sorts of actions without opening any menus. Pretty gnarly if you ask me. Let's try it out. Select the camera from the action bar and snap a picture of me. Once you take my picture, let me see it. Pictures can be taken by using the camera from the action bar or custom radial menu. Snapped photos will be saved in both the album in the Hunter's Notes and the album on your PC. This saving feature can be changed in options. Pictures focused on a monster or endemic life are automatically classified in the album located in the Hunter's Notes. Pressing Shift while aiming with the camera lets you switch between two perspectives, character view and Kahoot view. The picture will be taken from your view, recommended for making the subject bigger or framing a more creative composition. You can have your pet Kahoot take pictures of you. Pose sets and gestures can be selected from Pose's gestures in Kahoot view also. During multiplayer, the Kahoot will be visible to other players, giving you a general idea of the camera's position in visible area. Press tab and certain characters will face the camera. Not available during quests. You can select poses and gestures from Pose's gestures, and you can make your buddies face the camera by selecting Buddy Face Camera. Use T to change to detailed photo mode. This turns on depth of field and allows you to adjust the focus and blurring. You can also apply a range of filters. Any changes made to camera settings will remain in effect until you exit the game. Whoa. Select camera, up, down, activate F to take a picture. Action bar. Oh. Camera. Have to take a picture. F.
If it isn't Kimura's brightest flame, stay out of trouble.
Camera. Up, down to activate. Oh. Okay, give me a pose or gesture. I don't know. Let's get depth of field on. How do I... ZC. Okay, depth of field is not going to work at this range. Alright, take a picture. There you go, sir. Oh my. Bust a move. That was me doing a pose.
Yo, my favorite pupil.
Oh yeah, that's one handsome devilio. Huh, now that you've gotten acquainted with the action bar, I think it's quest time. But if you're still not confident in your abilities, you can hit up the training area to sharpen them up. It's just a short boat ride from the Buddy Plaza where Iori and his furry friends hang out.
Sure thing.
You can try your hand at all sorts of weapons and skills there. It's a great place to warm up before a big hunt. Alright, I'll quit holding you up. Hinoa's still waiting for you, isn't she? Hunter info in the start menu. Provides tutorials, hints, basic information, and other valuable things. Information added as the game progresses will be displayed in the tutorial window and chat log. Display settings for the tutorial window can be changed from options. The Hunter info and Hunter's notes found in the start menu contain a variety of helpful information such as instruction manual outlining basic game information, characteristics of monsters, controls, and weapon use. If you are looking for answers, be sure to look there. Okay. Lot to take in for my old brain, but let's see. There. No. What was it? Oh man, I'm totally blanking out. How do I bring up that radial menu thing? Tab? No. B? Talk to Hinoa. C is compass. Wait, no, I'm totally in the wrong game. Wow. I thought there was a way. Where's Hinoa? That's Minoto. It's Hojo.
Hey, listen!
F on there a Palamute to ride the Palamute. Okay. Good to know. Haha, very cool. How do I dismount? Sheikah the Poet. I forget. Oh, escape gets to here. Okay, that's what I wanted. Hunter info. Wow, there's all sorts of stuff that we're gonna have to learn from here, probably. Unless the tutorial will give us all these as time goes on. We don't need to worry about these yet. Options, action bar. Yeah, we're gonna have to learn about, like, we'll see what happens with the tutorial. Oh, this work is making me hungry.
How about this weather,
Oh, Elzerion, already completed your hunter registration? Great. I retrieved your Kahoot from Elder Fugen earlier. It's so cute. You're gonna love it. Kahoots, like buddies, will help you out during quests, but in their own little way. Oh, cool. Kahoots are creatures that are beloved throughout Chimera. The village elder gave you a Kahoot to look after as a pet. If you call your Kahoot from your action bar, it will come and perch on your arm. If a symbol pops up while you have a Kahoot on your arm, push it to have your Kahoot take flight. Maybe something will happen. Unavailable in multiplayer. The pet menu can be opened while a Kahoot is perched on your arm. There, you can swap out outfits and feed your feathered friend. If you feed your Kahoot, they will greet you once you return from your quest. Your Kahoot won't come to greet you in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, how about you give me your new feathery friend a name? Oh wow, bigger than I expected. I'm gonna be very basic. What about Hootie? Booby. Anyway, since my sister is swamped at the moment, I'll go ahead and give you the quest rundown instead.
Sure.
Now that you're a hunter, you'll be in charge of completing the quests that me and Minoto have in our quest lists. Some of these quests, called key quests, have been specially posted by the Hunters Guild. So if you make a point of completing key quests, the Hunters Guild will take note.
Yep.
Oh, and one last thing. Here, take this petalace Minoto and I made. As you may be aware, petalaces are protection charms woven from a local plant called a sending sprig. Pollen carried by spira birds will enhance your petalace, strengthening your abilities. Treat it with care. A petalace is a type of charm bracelet made by woven sending sprigs. Sending sprigs. In Chimera Village, they are typically worn by hunters. Like any other piece of gear, you can only equip one at a time. Petalaces absorb the fragrant pollen from any spira birds you encounter during a quest, granting you special status boosts. You can switch out your petalace from the items box, manage equipment option, try out different types to see which one best suits your style, seek out spira birds to maximize their effects. Petalaces can also be switched out from the tents item box. Oh, I think Minoto should be wrapping up her report right about now. And I need to get back to work myself. Once you're ready, you can start taking quests from either of us. Hold on, you can't go prancing off before my introduction. Elzerion, Mielo, and Gretz on becoming a hunter. If you ever find yourself taking a hub quest, then I, Stenry the Mailman, have quite the impertinent info for you. You'll need to go through me to meet up with fellow hunters. Make sure to stop by. Huh, well, I think that about wraps everything up. Time to start monster hunting. Title Update 5, a fresh wave of DLC. New downloadable content has been added, including the Wild Series layered armor, and layered armor that will make you look just like Rondine. Downloaded add-on combat content. Okay. Do I have to click these? No. This is all in the game? Wow, there's a lot. 19 pages worth. Okay. Add-on content can be used after it is claimed from the courier's add-on content menu. Okay. So I guess we don't have to talk to everybody in town yet because it's just not their time yet, Buddy Smith. Elzerion, so I hear you're a hunter, meow. Felicitations and congratulations. If you need buddy equipment, then look no further. The smithy looks forward to your future patronage, and your buddies too, of course. As a little token of my thanks, I'd like to present you with some scrap that you can use to forge buddy equipment. Promise me you'll take it and get your buddies some spiffy new equipment. Well, that's pretty cool. Or scrap times 4. So I guess we could talk to different peeps and check things out. Check out the item box. You can store various hunting items and equipment in your item box. Make sure your items are in order and your equipment is up to snuff before facing off against a fearsome monster. So guys, just bear with me as we take care of all this stuff, because it's like, as we learn the game here, you know, this is going to be important stuff, plus yeah, it's just going to be important to learn and do this stuff. I like to do everything in a game that I can. Equipment display. Oh, you can turn it off individually. That's interesting. The loadouts. Change equipment. Chimera blade. Attack 50. It's not that sharp. No element. A Chimera crafted longsword made of fine steel. A simple but high quality weapon. Wow, shows all sorts of stuff. Interesting. 5-piece bonus, all resistance +3. 5 different skills. Oh, the Chimera set gives us that. Okay. Signature Chimera headwear. All village defenders sport this dark blue attire. Even these have skills. Huh. Chimera garb, a Chimera staple, comes with shuriken to show off to your friends. The braces, signature Chimera arm guards, bound with red cord, they're very lightweight. Chimera obi, a sash that can conceal all manner of hunting tools with a no-nonsense design. Chimera leggings, leg armor that fits the user like a glove for the foot, made of local materials. Hunting pedalace, bracelet that gives the balance to increase the stats. This gives off a lush scent. So that's what I guess what it does. As we find more of those Spira birds, we get those different stats. Oh, we've got different stuff. Flint blades. Extremely sharp dual blades from Chimera Village. Require great care to use safely. A hammer. Sword. We have the blade, longsword. There's the cleaver, a high-quality greatsword forged using world-famous steel from Chimera Village. There's a chorus, a Chimera-made hunting horn that uses blades to produce a chiming chorus. Oh, a spear. A Chimera-crafted spear. Despite its appearance, it's pretty easy to handle. Chimera gun lance. Made in Chimera Village, this gun lance is famous for its elegant and refined design. An iron axe, a switch axe forged with impeccable Chimera technique, giving it its high-tech specs. A charge blade made to meet the villager's needs, looks bold and packs a punch too. I don't see all the items seem to be the same. They don't really give any special anything. A cauldron. I have no idea what that is. Chimera iron bow. Popular bow around Chimera that has an easy draw and holds up to high tension. We can put coatings on it. Its attack is 60, which is 10 higher. Arc shot recovery, yeah. Wow, a bow gun with all sorts of stuff going on there. Also 60 attack. Brace with steel for peak devastation. This bow gun is a Chimera special. A light bow gun. Oh, that's a heavy bow gun. The light bow gun's made by the bow gun expert Hammond. A masterful piece made from wood and steel. And a Chimera glaive. An insect glaive forged in Chimera fires and fitted with blades of oxidized silver. Attack type severing. Why does that say Kinsect? Huh, something to do with Kinsect level there. I don't know. There's another page. Nope. So I think I'm going to stick with the longsword. It seems pretty fun. Although dual blade sounds pretty interesting. No, we'll stick with what we've got. Customizable bowgun. Oh, control skill info. Critical eye affinity plus 5%. I don't know what that does. Divine blessing while active reduces damage taken by 15%. Heroics while active increases defense by 50 points. Wirebug Whisper extends the duration you can keep a wirebug by 30%. Wall Runner reduces stamina consumption while wall running by 25%. Okay. You can register item loadouts, equipment loadouts, and layered equipment loadouts via Hunter loadout in the item box. Note, if an item loadout, equipment loadout, or layered equipment loadout is deleted, it will no longer be registered in the Hunter loadout. Yeah, there's a lot to this game, so it's going to take some time, guys. I hope you bear with me. Let's see. Can I do anything at the smithy? This is a facility where you can use the materials you've gathered to upgrade and forge new equipment, round up all your quest rewards and monster bits, and bring them to the smithy to get your gear in order. You can register any equipment that you'd like to forge or upgrade to a wish list at the smithy. Once you collect all the materials needed for a wish list item, you'll be notified with a message. Hover over any equipment within the forge or upgrade screens, then push G and select add to wish list to add that item to a wish list. Forge upgrade armor.
My hammer's ready.
Okay, obviously we need a lot more stuff to do all this. It's a whole different set for leather.
Haste makes fire forge and or upgrading.
Wow, this is crazy. Weapons can be created at the smithy. Select a weapon and forge it to create it from scratch, or upgrade it to a stronger form using that weapon as a base. In either case, both materials and money are needed. The required materials and stat increases will vary depending on the selected weapon. Weapon rollbacks. Upgraded weapons can be rolled back to their original state. Choose the weapon with a yellow arrow icon next to it from the smithy's weapon tree and select roll back to return the weapon to the way it was prior to upgrading.
No need to hurry. There's plenty of time.
Right, no need to hurry. That's good advice. Materials spent for the upgrade will be recouped, some as scraps if material type upgrades were used. Forged weapons cannot be rolled back. Okay, we need bone. We can upgrade the Kimura tree. Can we not? Ore tree. Bone tree. Defender weapon tree. So if I click that, it's just going to forge a Kimura blade, right? Or will it upgrade it? No, we need iron ore to upgrade it. We can just forge a Kimura blade. Forging and upgrading weapons and armor will sometimes only require items within a material type rather than multiples of one particular material item. In such cases, you'll be able to use any combination of materials belonging to the same type. Each material has a different value assigned to it. In order to craft or upgrade weapons and armor, the sum of your materials must exceed the stated requirement on screen. Value 1 own 4. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't want to make a Kimura blade. We have a Kimura blade, right? Customize bowgun. Purchase Kinsects for insect glaives. Kinsects are used with insect glaives. You can purchase Kinsects at the smithy to fill out your collection. Kinsects effects are explained in the insect glaives control instructions. Cauldron and Maldron. Interesting. We could afford them, but manage equipment. Yeah, we have a Kimura blade. So I don't see why, like, unless we can upgrade it.
What do you need?
No, we would need iron ore. We don't have enough materials. Select a weapon to forge. Yeah, this would just forge it, so that's a waste of ore.
Come to me if you need new gear.
Unread log. Can we get buddy equipment instead? The Buddy Smith forges buddy gear from scraps. There, you can make equipment for your palicos and palamutes. You can also exchange certain monster materials for scraps. Try it out next time you're material rich and scrap poor. Sometimes cutoffs will be generated when creating hunter equipment. These are referred to as scraps. These scraps can be used to create buddy gear. Make use of your extra scraps to make some armor for your buddies. Oh, so buddy is palico and palamute. Okay, makes sense. Let's try to forge palico equipment. Oh, we can make all sorts of stuff. Oh, we didn't even check his. Oh, he's already got this stuff equipped though. Oh, it's actual stuff. He's got a saddle. He's got a scarf. He's got the Kimura blade. Wow, son. Good old Kimura steel, sharpened to easily cleave hard bone and shells. A scarf for canines made of durable cloth, dyed blue and tied with a red knot. A common Kimura saddle, simple and accommodating for both rider and canine. And it shows her stats. Steel Fang, dual-bladed chain. Oh my gosh, this is insane, guys. There is so much to this, and we're gonna really dig in. G, change preview, buddy. Palico equipment. Okay, we can make feline acorn. We can make her like an acorn helm or an acorn male, but entry level Palico body armor, an acorn a day keeps the monsters away. We can compare, which is really nice. We lose our set bonus though, if there is one. Doesn't say. What kind of equipment is G submenu? No. Oh, she's got a Chimera Bakken. We don't have broken scraps. Alright, so let's see if we want to make this acorn set stuff. She's a he, or Mr. Schmickens. I'm sorry, Mr. Schmickens, you're a male. So basically, we would lose 1 fire resist, gain 2 water resist, and lose 2 ice resist. And that seems to be about it. Everything else is the same. I really don't understand the point of that. Are those resistances, like, is that really major? 2 water resist and stuff? Acorn male. I just don't know. Doesn't seem like a big deal. Huh. Body armor the citizens of Chimera Village love almost as much as their home. Chimera garb. Manage equipment. Yeah, I don't see much reason to change any of this stuff right now. Elzerion, so I hear you're a hunter, meow. Felicitations and congratulations. The smithy looks forward to your future patronage, and your buddies, of course. Yeah, am I missing something? I just don't get it. I can make it with an ore scrap and 60Z. The look that defined a generation. Entry-level Palico head armor. Oh, we can toggle his preview? Oh, that's cool. It's pretty neat. Yeah, we good. Hunter info updated. I guess going around and talking to everybody would be worthwhile. We probably won't get to monster hunting just yet. The Green Grocer.
Good to see you.
Welcome, Elzerion. That fine weapons of yours sure looks heavy. You're finally a hunter of Chimera. That's really something. It's a good look for you. Listen, you know what they say, you are what you eat. So a good hunter should eat good food.
Okay then.
Well, all the food here in Chimera is fresh and nutritious. No complaints there, so just eat your fill of it.
See you later.
So long. Mihaba the Apprentice.
What's up?
Hey, Elzerion, I heard you're a hunter now. Congratulations. With the rampage on the way, Master Hammond's real busy. Which means my apprenticeship is on hold for now. Well, with all this free time, I can focus on mustering up the courage to talk to my beloved Hanoa. Oh, Hanoa, shining light of all Chimera, my ray of sunshine. She can't hear me, can she?
Take care.
Alright, I don't think I'm going to talk to everybody. Well, I guess we could. I'm in no hurry, so... What would this place be? The Waterhouse? Senior Hunter Hananaga. Oh, you're the Senior Hunter.
Hey.
Yo, Hananaga's the name and hunting's my game. I came to this lovely village to work as a hunter, but just because I'm new in town doesn't mean I'm new to hunting.
Yep.
So, you're Chimera's new hunter, eh? Guess that makes you my responsibility. Well, look, I'm not big into hand-holding, so just follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
See ya.
See ya. This is the buddy area. Wow, I love this art style. It's beautiful. Go ahead and light up a smoke. Oh, check this out. Oh. Yeah, game's running fine on high settings so far. The big test will be in combat, though. Wow, look at this graphics. I love a vintage RPG as much as anybody, but it does not hurt to play something with good graphics too, or new graphics. Greetings and salutations. I'm Shirobei and I run the Buddy Plaza here. Welcome. Meow that you're a bona fide hunter. Allow me to welcome you to the Buddy Plaza. Buddy handler Iori will give you the rundown on all things Buddy. If you hire a buddy, you'll get a trusty battle companion to aid you in all your hunting endeavors. Feline Chief Kogarashi is top cat when it comes to managing the Meowcenaries. You can count on any buddies you have on standby to hunt for materials while you're hunting monsters. This ferry goes to the training area. What? Just because you're a hunter now doesn't mean you can start slacking on training. And Rondine here is a trader from outside Chimera. Every good hunter needs a stock of good items, no matter how obscure. She'll probably have what you're looking for. You'll find the buddy board here where you can manage your buddies. There are more like it all over the village. Maybe you've already seen one. If you hire any buddies from Iori, you can manage them here. Anyway, every day the buddies here work their tails off to get better and stronger. That's about all I've got for you. If you want to know more, you'll have to talk to everyone yourself. Alright. The area where all buddy-related facilities are located is called the Buddy Plaza. Here you can hire and train buddies, as well as obtain monster materials and a variety of other things. Everything here has to do with buddies, so hire one and look around. Buddy Expert. Hire one. Where'd my buddies go? Oh, they're there. Iori, what's up?
Leave all your buddy needs to me.
Hail, Zarion. I heard you're a Chimera hunter now. Congratulations. So, this is the Buddy Scout. Here, you can hire trusty buddies who will accompany you on your hunt. They're all great too and eager to join you out there in the field. Come by whenever you need something buddy related, okay?
See you later.
Oh, that's cute. And there's a pilot go up there controlling it. Alright, item box. Let's check this item box again because in our pouch we have 6 potions, restores a small amount of health. We have 6 antidotes, a cure for poison venom. 10 ration, food that restores a bit of stamina. Raw meat carved from a monster, you might catch a certain blooded forest fish with it. And 99 empty files. Nothing more, nothing less. And in our box, we have nothing. 4 ore scrap in the box. Okay, we can sell items here. Crafting is the delicate art of fusing 2 items to make another. You can craft items from the start menu or from the item box in your house. You can also use the auto-craft function to automatically combine materials when you pick up the required items. The crafting list command lets you choose a recipe from your crafting list and then create that item. You can also configure the auto-craft settings from the crafting list. Okay. Sweet. A potion plus honey makes a mega potion. Wow, lots of stuff to make. Oh, we can make recover ammo. Normal ammo 1 plus potion. Where'd we get the normal ammo 1 from, I wonder? And a lot of this stuff is on autocraft. Like, okay, I guess that's fine. Do we have normal oh, we do. No, that's 300 files. Oh, in our item box, we have even more potions and stuff. Do we have normal ammo 1 on this? I don't even see normal ammo 1. There's normal ammo 2. Huh. Shift item loadouts. When registering an item loadout, you can link it to a radio menu loadout. If you then change the contents of the item loadout, the linked radio menu loadout will be altered accordingly. Customized bowgun, attached silencer, long barrel. Wow. If we have these, we can do that. I guess you don't get a bowgun along with your melee weapon. It's one or the other. Alright, so let's get out of the item box. Buddy board. The buddy board allows you to select up to 2 buddies to accompany you on your quest, as well as manage their equipment. All things buddy can be configured here. Look through the options for yourself to find out more. Select buddies, buddy skills. Oh, these are the skills he casts on us. Oh. He can have a combination of up to 3 of them. And I guess he doesn't know any of these, right? Level 10, level 5, he has to learn them. That makes sense. And Daisykins has the same, although she seems to have some. No, she doesn't have any skills. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Palamute gear. She's got the dual-bladed chain and the steel fang. Oh. Steel fangs with which to bite down on a monster, thereby attracting its attention. Dual-bladed chain gear with sides on both sides of the chain. Swinging it around can land multiple hits. Oh, that's cool. A scroll with salve that gradually heals canines. A healing scroll. A ghillie scroll. Hides the Palamute's presence. Scroll with an explosive salve for weapons like kunai. Wow. Okay. Behavior. Target balance. Support healer. Small first. Palico's prioritize attacking small monsters. Attack all monsters indiscriminately. Yeah, that's fine. Buddy comment. What is that about? Need heals. Okay, what about your tactic is basic. The basic Palamute hunting style: slay with a hair's breadth of danger and attack at close range. Stay within a hair's breadth of danger and attack at close range. Palamutes work with the hunter to attack the monster in a pincer formation. I like that. Follow Palamutes attack while remaining in close proximity to their hunter. We'll start with basic for now. It's probably the easiest to learn. Manage equipment, appearance settings, clothing color, dismiss buddies. Alright. Hunter info updated. Let's see how long we've been playing. We could transfer over to the training island. I think I'll do that. 44 minutes, so this episode is done. If it's a little choppy, I have to check. I didn't check episode 1, so we'll do that. That person's got some good news. Iori.
we'll check that next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, as we're kind of just dipping our toe here into the big, massive, awesome game that this is. So again, bear with me, and it'll get even more exciting as we're out hunting monsters and doing all the real cool stuff. But I think this stuff is pretty cool too, so hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Much love, peace, and joy, and yeah, stay tuned for the next one, because we are just scratching the surface. It's been a while since I learned a game like this. Pretty cool. All right, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.